I've been on the phone with or on the chat with customer service 4 times today over my internet. So I apologize to everyone. So, yes, hello and welcome to Diva Days for Lives. Please like, subscribe, follow, and rate us wherever you're seeing us. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, iTunes, whatever you see us. We'd appreciate it. So, phew, it's been a day. So much technology problems on my end all day long. So, we're
Well, there you
tuning
are,
in.
Jen.
All right. Yeah, Carrie. Follow me at Diva of DOOL, Instagram, Diva_of_Duel, Facebook, Diva Days of Our Lives, and we're also on YouTube. And if you see us live at any of those locations, please say hello because we want to make sure that our internet chat is working because we're trying to schedule some interviews. So that way we can ask questions from chats. So please, if you're on Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube, please just type in hello. We'd really appreciate it. Okay, so we have Marianne here from Paris
Yep.
Oh,
Paris. Yeah. So you can find me at mama_hooch on X. I'm also on Instagram and Facebook.
and Miss Jen
It
here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a
hey,
beautiful day in Paris. So
Yes, it
yeah.
is.
I'm at REXJDK at Twitter.
And Anna, who's still in our witless protection program.
Yeah, you know how the Salem cops are.
Yeah.
You can never be sure. I had to go to the ISA to get real protection. So,
I don't know about that.
yeah. Okay, yeah. Make me feel better, Jen. Thanks a lot. I'm on Instagram and Twitter, at Kazi Hooch.
All right. So thank God for social media and people taking pictures and people being in the background. So the news broke this week. Greg Vaughn, my future boyfriend, joined Beyond the Gates because someone from the cast took his picture and it ended up on social media. So, Days for Lives, Peacock, you fucked up. You,
Yep.
They
fucked-
sure did.
you
Yeah.
They
fucked
sure
up
did.
big
You
time.
snooze, you lose. They waited.
I mean, good grief. I thought it was Ron because Ron screwed up Eric Hall so freaking bad
Yeah.
to the point like Greg quit and then Mary Zucker quit because she I think they weren't resigning her and then she sued over lack of HR and all those other problems at Days of Our Lives and Laura and being sexually harassed. So we're probably never gonna get Ari back. So I'm hoping she joins Beyond the Gates also. But it's like that was your super couple. And between the writers and the producers and the directors, you guys effed it up and we lost Greg Vaughn. And I will be watching Beyond the Gates just for Greg. So what do you guys think about Greg joining Beyond the Gates?
Maybe it's just recurring. Maybe he can do both.
I bet you they snatched him and gave him money.
Mm. Yeah, well, good for him. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
not going to wait around.
Yeah.
He's got, what, 3 kids he's got to support, so
Yeah.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
John Lindstrom's on that, and he's awesome on that.
Well, they get all these different actors that from all these different soaps. It's just going to bring people to start watching.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
how
yeah.
that's how people start watching. Like I know when Ian Buchanan went to General Hospital back again, that's when I started watching General Hospital
Yeah.
again. I haven't been watching it lately, but certain actors will bring in more people that maybe haven't
Well,
watched it before.
well, hey, I mean, and it's a classic move in a way because I mean, think back. I was watching General Hospital when Teo was first on there,
Mm-hmm.
and when I discovered that he was on flipping channels back in the day when you flip channels,
Right.
and I see him on screen, I'm like, because this is before the internet, so you didn't get the word that
Yeah.
fast that somebody had
Right.
moved. And I see Teo, and I'm like, whatever show this is, I'm watching it. And I had here all these years
That's
later.
yeah.
So it's a great strategy,
Yeah.
and I'm probably gonna watch Beyond the Gates now too, and I probably never would have.
Well, guess who's on General Hospital now?
Who?
Erica Slezak.
Yeah, that's right.
Really?
Yep.
Hmm. They
She's
move all around.
playing long lost sister of Monica's, and she's
Okay.
done scenes with Tracy. 2
Boy.
grand dams of daytime.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, and Beyond the Gates also has Billy Flynn and Tamara Braun.
No, Billy Flynn's on Young and the Restless.
Shoot, I forgot. Okay.
Yeah, he's on Young and the
Okay,
Restless.
is Tamara on Young and the Restless, or is she on Beyond the Gates?
She's going to Young and the Restless.
She's on Young and the Restless too. Wow.
The guy who played Tiger from General Hospital is on Beyond the Gate.
Okay.
Well, they'll probably get more. Who knows? There'll probably
Okay.
be more people showing up.
And who's behind Beyond the Gates? Who's running that?
I
Is that
think it's
CBS?
Victoria Rao.
Is that
Really?
CBS?
Yeah.
That's a regular. It's on the network, CBS.
On the network? I thought it was
It's
internet.
It's not streaming. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
When's that on? I wonder.
After Bold and Beautiful.
No, she's on
I
the
did not know
new-
that. I
It's in New
assumed,
York.
it was
Oh, it's probably around.
streaming only. Wow.
Can you watch it on streaming, or do you have to get like Paramount Plus to watch
That I don't know.
it? Yeah. So I don't want
I only have one streaming, and that's Peacock.
Peacock because
Yeah,
I watch
Peacock.
all my housewives, and
Yeah.
we got another woman from the housewives got arrested this week. So if you're
Which one?
Why not?
It was Dr. Wendy Osefo from Real Housewives of Potomac. Her and her husband faked a robbery and got busted for insurance fraud.
Jesus Christ.
And this is so
And she's a doctor?
Why
She's
is
a
it
doctor?
dumb?
PhD. She's a PhD.
What does she need to be doing that for?
Because I guess they're severely in debt because she, on top of her PhD, she has like
Oh.
3 other degrees, and she was a professor at John Hopkins, but she quit. But she's probably making hundreds of thousands of dollars off of Potomac. But they faked a robbery while they're on vacation, but the cops caught them claiming property they already returned to the stores. So they bought stuff, returned it, had the receipt showing that they bought it, and was turning that into insurance companies. They weren't telling the insurance companies they had other insurance on their stolen property. And she got caught wearing her anniversary wedding band that she claimed it was stolen. I mean, this is so stupid. And she had cameras.
This stuff is on TV.
Yes. And
Wow. Okay.
she had security cameras in her house, which would have shown her house was broken into, but didn't because her house wasn't broken into. I mean, this is like on Beverly Hills, allegedly, when they get robbed, they literally get robbed because they'll have people actually do the robbing, but everybody kind of thinks it's insurance fraud. But they're not dumb enough to, walk around with the purses and claim that were stolen. So, yeah. Allegedly on Beverly Hills. Allegedly.
Why?
So if you're going to fake a robbery, actually have somebody do it, but just have them steal stuff that's not that important and not that expensive. Yeah. My neighborhood, well, not my neighborhood, but my city, people usually just commit fire insurance fraud. They will pay someone to burn down a worthless property for insurance. Yeah. That's what happens over here.
And I think they're dumb enough to get away with it, even though there's a forensic whole industries of people who do forensic arson investigations or fire investigations and things like that. So
Yeah, around here, no one gets caught for the fire insurance, but Wendy got caught because the only thing they had physically was a window screen was knocked out of the window. They claimed that somehow someone made it into the second-story bedroom window and evaded all the cameras, and there was no signs anybody broke in.
and that's crazy because when you said her name, because I don't watch any of those shows, I know I'm familiar with a few of them, but I recognized her name, and I think I've seen her on something like before she went into that as like a professional, like a either
Political
if not a
commentator.
pundit,
Yeah, she was
a
a pundit.
pundit or something. Okay, I know I've heard her name somewhere before.
Right. She was probably, I don't watch cable news, but I think she was on CNN and MSNBC and all that stuff, maybe Fox too. Yeah. So she was a political
I think,
pundit.
yeah. So wow, how the mighty have fallen, right?
Well, this is just after Karen Huger got out of prison for her fourth DUI. So that all happened.
Oh my God.
She only served 6 months.
How
Like I
lovely.
guess they do cast for drama, so I
Mhm.
guess having a rap sheet or the potential for a rap sheet is is a good indicator of whether there's going to be drama or not. I don't
I actually asked this woman who does do reality casting, wasn't for Housewives, for other shows. I said, "Do you think they cast people who they think could be busted for criminal activities on purpose for the drama?" And she said no. So I find that hard to believe, especially with you look up Jen Shaw from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. It was kind of obvious she was sketchy when she got busted her second season. She actually had the cops actually showed up. The FBI actually showed up to arrest her on camera on the second season.
Well, the thing of it is, if you're doing shady stuff, the last thing you should want do is go be on some show like that where you're getting international attention
Yep.
because
But that's narcissism.
that's right. That's
Narc-
right. That makes sense.
It's
That
That's
makes sense.
stupidity.
Well, it's all
That
narcissism and stupidity goes kind of hand in hand because their egos are so big they think they'll get away with it.
uh-huh. Or they're entitled.
They are
The
entitled to
entitlement.
they are entitled to the money they are stealing. Yeah, Wendy
Oh.
and her husband stole 450,000. Yep. So anyway, don't do that. If you're going to fake a robbery, hire people to rob instead. Don't
Jeez.
just say, "Oh, look, the screen is out. We got robbed." No, that
This is when the OSHA department puts a screenshot up saying Diva of DOOL does not stand behind any statements that may have been made. Are the I'm just kidding. Oh man. Yeah.
if you're
Just
gonna be
don't
a criminal,
do bad stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you're going to be a criminal, don't be a dumb criminal. And don't be on Housewives if you're gonna pull shady shit in that.
Jeez.
Or any show.
Yeah, don't wear your stolen property in your Instagram photos.
I mean, and she's a PhD, so it's not like she's dumb, but
She's
she's
not
dumb in
dumb.
some ways.
No, she's not dumb. Her husband's a lawyer.
Okay, so it's
God.
more the ego, the narcissism, and the entitlement stuff. Yeah, because entitlement's a big part of the narcissism. So that makes sense.
Yes. All right. Speaking of narcissists and entitled people who are fictional. All right. So we're finally.
Wait, what? These people aren't real? I was put in the witless protection program for nothing?
Yeah. Come out, Anna.
No, they put you in there so you wouldn't fall down the elevator shaft or the elevator they never fixed.
Okay.
Come out, wherever you are.
I don't
Yeah, the
know.
odds are pretty safe that that
Really?
could happen. Pretty good that could happen if I wasn't in the witless protection program.
At this point, you think everybody would take the stairs, but no.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It didn't work out for, was it Haley?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That was the stairs, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no safe places in the Salem University Hospital, least of all in the OR.
Oh my God.
Yep. All right. So, anybody wanted to tackle the whole drama between Tate and he is not the father, which Marianne said all along. Marianne, why don't you do that? Since, yeah.
What?
So you figured it out like.
You were right, Marianne.
Yeah.
Was I right? You're not the father. Yes. Oh gosh. How many times have this has gone around? Let's see, Tate well, Tate hasn't found out yet, right?
Right.
No.
Okay, they did the DNA test. Kayla told Brady that he's not the father.
Not the grandfather.
So at this point, they think, okay, so then that must not, why they think that. First, they thought, oh, okay, then that's not Tate and Sophia's baby. So we'll have to, till finally Brady, I'm telling you, he's getting smarter. He's kind of been figuring it out like, wait a minute, did anybody we tested Tate's DNA, but did we test Sophia's DNA to see, if that's the
baby.
case? Yes.
Watch, it's not even hers.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Then Sarah, in talking to Brady, found that out.
Mm-hmm.
And she knows that is Sophia's baby that was dropped off at the fire station. So when she found out that wasn't Tate's, then she confronts Sophia.
Mm-hmm.
And Sophia says she's shocked when Sarah finally tells her, that Tate isn't the father. And she said, that she didn't say who she was with, but yes, it's possible she was with somebody else at that time. So then Sarah confides in Kayla So they decide, or Sarah is it Sarah or Kayla? I don't know. They decide they're doing their own DNA test on Sophia before Brady came. Yeah, they told Brady, yeah, we're doing the DNA test. But they can't really tell Brady what the results were, but they kind of implied.
Yeah, but
So
they
he
can
had
talk
figured
about
it out.
out in the open.
Yes. They couldn't come right out and say, but he kind of figured out that, yes, okay. So now I guess everyone knows that Tate's not the father and that baby Tesoro is Sophia's baby.
But Tate doesn't know yet, right?
Not
Tate
yet.
doesn't
They
know
never
yet.
know
No,
anything.
Tate doesn't know yet. He's just crying over losing Holly, who is on her way to Paris.
Who have they still made clarifications that he kissed her and
That's
didn't?
another whole big
That's so dumb.
misunderstanding. That was dumb.
Nobody ever talks about that. Like the
No. Well, they did with Sophie. When he finally talks to Ari and finds out that
yeah,
Holly is leaving, Ari just assumed that when she saw Sophia come out, and of course Sophia implied that. So they
right.
thought it was more than a kiss.
Yeah.
And Tate said, how can you that? Tate couldn't believe that you would believe that, So it was all
Ari had
implied.
Ari had
Yeah,
the
go ahead.
best line of the week.
What was that?
Did Uncle Brady and Aunt Teresa drop you on your head?
Yes, he is in line for the Diva of the Week,
Yeah.
Tate. Again,
Tate or Tatus?
and Holly. What's that? Holly, why I have the parasite.
Yeah, I kind of felt bad for Ari because we all know Holly's not going to make it to Paris. And I'm like, Ari was so close to being the number one girl in the group.
She's the smartest one.
And she was
Yeah,
she was
she
so
is.
close to having her own room for the rest of the semester.
Yeah, she is the smart.
Well, then
Yeah.
freaking Holly dumped all the dry cleaning duties onto her. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah.
And you're carrying your dry cleaning up in a
Well,
garbage
that
bag.
also
bag.
means that
I guess
Holly
it's because it
had
was
to
all fire
Holly
stuff.
had to have packed light then because all of her clothes were in the dry cleaners when she was leaving town, gonna
And
leave
she
town.
got all her belongings and all her clothes in one little suitcase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
So
Okay.
she isn't gonna. So she's not leaving town for
Yeah.
real then.
No, I think
Okay.
Tate's going to probably find her and
Show her up at the
in the
airport.
previews,
Or,
yeah, and tell her. Eventually, I guess Brady's going to tell him that he's not the father.
yeah.
I don't know what they're going to do with Sophia. Oh, and wait, Johnny and Chanel's in on this too. They don't really know yet.
Yeah.
They just told Holly that they believed her. Well, actually, Johnny and Chanel figured it out. They figured out it was Sophia that was setting her up because of the time and everything.
Yeah, it was funny. Everybody's brains started sinking at the same time this week.
Yeah.
They all started putting it together.
Like that aspect of it, of how they're writing that aspect, because instead of it just being surprise, one big reveal, it's kind of like the light bulbs are going on, like symbolic after the blackout. The light bulbs are starting to turn on in Salem.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe they should have more blackout.
Yep. Yeah. So finally, the story's coming to an end. Oh, and then Aaron pops up on Friday's episode.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I thought,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
He got his hair cut or
Yeah.
different, shorter. It's not as wild.
Well, he's the daddy now.
Aaron, he's a likable,
do.
like he's a
Aaron, too.
likable kid. He's
So
a
now
kid.
he's got a kid he didn't know about.
Yeah, I guess it's Aaron's. I don't know. We
Yeah.
haven't really still
That's
don't know
true,
that
we
one
don't
for
know.
sure. I don't know.
So is that going to complicate the adoption issue? Who knows?
Yeah, is he gonna want the baby?
Or is he going to be like, oh, thank goodness somebody's adopting the baby? So I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know how he'll feel about that.
It's just so bizarre to me because he's barely been on the show. And it never occurred to him he could be the father. Never crossed his mind once.
Yeah,
And it never crossed
yes.
Sophia's mind. Like, Sophia was actually shocked Tate wasn't the father.
But
That's he wanted
do
him to
we
be the father.
know
Right.
she slept with him or did she sleep with someone else?
But yeah, we don't
We don't
know if
even
it's
know
Aaron.
she slept with Aaron. They never even showed that.
Yeah.
They never even insinuated that. They just kind of like went off together. They were both
They were gonna watch a movie or something.
something like and that was it. I mean, did they meet in the square or something? We're talking, and
Yeah.
they were both upset, and they were, oh, let's go do whatever. They didn't say that, but
Whatever. Yeah.
yeah, whatever. And yeah, that was the last. Unless there's somebody else that we don't know of. So I don't know. Is that going to make Holly stay now that she knows? And I guess he's going to probably end up telling her, no, I didn't sleep with her. I just kissed her.
Yeah, but Tate finally figured out that Holly thinks he slept with her a second time or this last time, and
Yeah.
Ari straightened him out. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I think speaking of Ari, while she was lugging the dry cleaning around, she runs into Theo and they get to know each other.
Yes.
And again, he's like 10 years older than her. I do
At
not.
least.
At least 12, maybe. Like,
But he's
Was he
acting
about
like
he's
he's
at least
12.
30,
Well,
and she just
she's
turned
supposed to be
18.
18. He's probably what, 20, about 30, late
They
20s?
said he was about 30 or so.
Yeah.
Or we were thinking he was
Late
about 30.
20s.
I do not get it. This is not appropriate.
No.
People are like, "Oh, she's
I
leaving."
don't know. I have to say, my aunt was 19 and my uncle was like 31 when they got married. And they were
Yeah.
married like forever. That's the aunt
Yeah.
that I was
Yeah.
close to. No one ever thought that would work, but it did.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Never know.
Yeah. They were like 12. There was a 12-year age gap.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
And
I don't know.
I know another couple had the same type of age gap, like 18, 30, and the guy was divorced with a kid, and that did not
Yeah.
work out.
No.
Usually when
That's more complicated. Yeah.
Yeah.
when a 30-year-old guy is interested in an 18-year-old girl, he's not interested in her as a person.
No.
No. He's interested in her as basically that's just a sex thing, to be honest with
Yeah.
you. Usually, because 18-year-old girls are easier to manipulate than 30-year-old women. Yeah. So that's why I get annoyed when men are like, "Oh, she's legal." It's like, yeah, but it's not the same. Emotionally or mentally, it's not the same. So, all right. Oh, speaking of Tesoro, Javi and Theo, geez, Javi and Leo had really cute Halloween costumes for them.
They were so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to see the baby on Friday too, which was nice.
Yeah. A little bit. Yeah.
But that was the only time they were on. Jennifer is really not happy with the cat situation.
Jennifer needs to grow up.
No,
I was gonna nominate her for Diva, but I like her too much.
Get her, Jen.
Also, I can't blame her for feeling the way she does about it. So,
I'm with
but
her.
she exhibited some diva behavior in her reactions. But I can totally understand why she. Now it was kind of
That was-
interesting having Kayla and Steve
Steve.
saying, "Well, a lot of people around us, including ourselves, have had to be redeemed for one thing or
Yep.
another." And
Jennifer
also,
too. Yeah.
I'm really glad that some hypocrisy was pointed out because it's rampant in Salem, of course.
Yep.
Because Salem
Yeah.
wouldn't be Salem without hypocrisy. But I still feel for Jen. I mean, I just can't even imagine.
They did that to my daughter. Yeah, I don't think I could.
Yeah, I can. So I totally feel like her feelings are valid.
Oh, yeah.
But I also think it's interesting because like she's married to Jack who raped Kayla, who
And that's
So
what they
your
said,
father's a rapist,
yeah.
right?
and
Yeah,
his
father
nephew's
and
a
her husband.
scumbag.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's one of those things. I think if Jennifer got to know Kat, she probably would forgive her. But with her only knowing what she did and trying to pass herself off as Abigail, I understand why Jennifer's upset.
The pain that they had to go through after already losing their
Yeah.
daughter in such a horrific way. I mean, it was just the ultimate cruel. But I mean, of course, they've since explained, the reasons behind all this stuff. So, you can kind of say, okay, there was some motivation there that was somewhat understandable. Yeah, it would be a heavy thing and now Thomas is traumatized by it. So of
Yeah.
course that's just feeding. Jennifer and Thomas are going to be feeding off each other, and that's
Yeah.
going to put Chad in an awfully bad place. What I want to see is when are they going to find out that Kat has been working with their old pal and in some cases brother-in-law or whatever, uncle, whatever, however the relationships are, Charles Shaughnessy, Shane.
Yeah, but Shane's not related to them.
Well, I know, but I mean, still the family. He's still practically
Yeah.
family. I mean,
Well, yeah, when they find out what she's doing. Like, well, I guess, yeah, working with the ISA, FBI, and she's working with Rafe too, which I still like her and Rafe together. More so her and
But
Jennifer
Tiffany.
Jen.
the whole it comes across as so skeevy when they have their private
Ah,
self-defense
Yeah.
lessons. That just grosses
Yes.
me out. Why can't she just go take a self-defense class?
yes.
You know? I mean, women do that. It's not gonna make it look like she's a spy. It's just creepy to me that they're doing it behind closed doors at an office, like, where nobody knows they even work together.
So how did everyone like Thomas's performance, or the I guess the actor? I can't think of his name.
The actor's wonderful.
He
Yeah,
did
he's
good.
really
Yeah.
good for his age.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. He was amazing.
Yes, yeah. So, and the previews for next week, Thomas tells Rachel basically if Kat doesn't leave town, he's leaving town. So I don't know where Thomas is going.
He'll
He's
go
like,
with Jack and Jen.
I just have to say, and I saw this on some of the boards, but the way he like talks to Chad, and I know it's all different. I'm just relating when I was young. If I would have called my dad a liar, I would probably wouldn't have got up off the floor. I mean, just
Hey,
like there's like no way I would talk to my dad like he talked to his. But this is all different now. I know, and of course, it was different with my kids too. Wasn't like that. So what's anybody think of that? I mean, I'm with Thomas. I agree. His dad was a liar. He's just, I know we let our kids do that now, but
well,
I just had a laugh. I'm just thinking, oh my God. Like my dad was like old school. So you too?
Well, and there's a bit of a courtship and
I'm
Eddie's
sure all of
father
us.
vibe with those two because the mom's deceased, and all
Yeah.
that. So there's a little bit of that.
Yeah. And he made a valid point. Like I could say, like, how could you be with the woman that did that to my mother?
Yeah,
Yeah. So but he was very good. I mean, very good actor. Just like Rachel, like the little girl who plays Rachel.
yeah, and
She stirred up trouble,
she sure did.
and I don't know
But
where she's at.
but I can
Yeah.
see things from Chad's point of view because Chad reluctantly got into a relationship with Kat. They just decided to go public. Really, when you have kids, underage kids, anything you read tells you don't introduce, your significant other to your kids for at least 6 months because you want to make sure you're actually in a real relationship.
yeah.
No joke, I know
Before they
women.
get attached, right? Before they
Right.
get
Right.
attached.
Right.
Well, you want to make sure it's a good person too before you introduce them to your kids. But I know
Mm,
women, no joke, who have moved men in to their homes after the first date. I am not making this up.
Jeez.
You gotta be
Yeah.
kidding
With their
me.
kids.
Yeah. Yeah. And
And there's creeps out there that the reason they're with the woman is for the kid.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
really huge amount of lack of judgment and responsibility to do that.
yeah, my
So yeah, I was with you on that as well. Okay, so she saw them kissing, but that didn't mean that they were necessarily in a relationship yet.
right.
So it's like I was hoping he would have a chance to explain. He kind of did. He kind of said, "Well, things just changed."
Mhm.
And I was getting ready to once we've decided we are going to see each other. I was
Too
just
late.
getting ready to do this. So
Yeah, I mean, he shouldn't have kissed her in public. If he wouldn't have done that, then
Yeah.
he wouldn't have
good
gotten
point.
caught.
Good
Yeah.
point.
So, Marianne, do you want to tell us about Tony taking on the Kyriakis family?
Yes. I just call him the lone wolf. Like the lone Demira is Tony against, well, three of them anyway. Actually, four if you count
Yeah.
Alex, but he wasn't really there at the meeting. Him and Stephanie were doing whatever. But
And Brady wasn't there either.
Mm-mm.
no, Brady wasn't there. So they all they had the meeting to see what the decision was. So they tell Tony that he can have Demira back, but there's no way that he's getting Kyriakis back. So Tony's upset. So he goes to Xander. He says to Xander, he said, "Well, I can understand, it's Victor's son, and always has been Victor's son, and Maggie is married to him, but you were like the bastard." He said, they don't want to have anything to do with you. They never wanted anything to do with you. And he made the comment, and Philip is just hilarious. But Tony made some kind. He called him, I think, a shiftless shit, or this
Yep.
this. He pointed back to him and said, "This shiftless shit," and he says, And Philip goes, "Go to hell." It's just the way he said it. He had to see it. It was funny as soon as, Tony said that. So he's putting that thought into Xander's mind, but that wasn't, changing Xander's mind. He feels that they could do it. So it kind of had a little bit of a confrontation between him and Maggie, Tony and Maggie,
Yeah.
more or less said, go ahead and do this. You know, without Demira, you're probably going to go up for a fire sale and I'm going to be there to snatch it up. So he still thinks that he's still going to win the war, like he's still going to get them back because he feels they're going to, fail,
Implode.
and then he'll be there. Yes. So those were some good scenes with them, and I think he's on next week too. I saw the preview,
Yes.
and I
Yes.
think it's probably when he's going to tell Gabby because I saw Thea was there and Gabby, so it's probably when he's gonna. I'd love to see what that's going to be. That's going to probably be fireworks. I still think Gabby and Tony should work together. Should have worked
Yes.
together
I
instead
agree.
of them making Theo. He should have left Gabby in charge, and them two could have worked to run Demira together. I think that would have been better. I don't know. The actor here with Theo, I don't know. Maybe he has to grow on me. Maybe.
Yeah.
Is there anything else with the Tony Kuriakis thing you can think of? I'm thinking
No, I think that's
that
it.
was the gist of it. Yeah.
Yeah. I just felt the scenes were too short.
Yeah, it's like they
They
cut
are.
something out.
Yeah.
And they get like chopped up and then they don't flow like maybe he's on 1 week, 1 day, and then they wait till like a whole week before he's on again, another whole week, where it should have just flowed all in one. It should have just done this
Yeah.
all in 1 week.
Right.
That's the only thing. There should have been more.
Yeah. It just seemed like it just seemed too choppy. I think it was like literally 2 scenes out of an entire week. It was supposed to be the next morning and really ended up being like
Right.
the next evening. And that was like a week later. And yeah, the flow was really bad. Especially when you
Yeah,
have them.
sometimes you forget about that story and they're finally having this meeting that they've been talking about for days.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, then there was so much hype about the blackout, and the blackout was
Boring.
it did not live up to the hype at all. That something significant was going to happen. Really, nothing happened. But
Unless Sarah's gonna end up pregnant.
Probably.
yeah, we know Sarah doesn't use birth control consistently. So, but yeah, especially with this week, her telling Sophia the truth's going to come out. It's like, yeah, you know that all about that. Yeah,
She
you
more or less
hiding,
told her that too. She knows. She tried to cover up. Same thing.
try to cover up 2 pregnancies. Yep,
Yeah.
that didn't work out too well for her. Okay. With Jen, too, this week we had the 40th anniversary of the debut of Melissa Reeves as Jennifer. She had her own episode. I thought it was well done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I always enjoy flashbacks. But we all grew up watching this. I mean, we watched the show through the Jack and Jen meeting, Jennifer coming, and she was in trouble. She got in trouble a lot too. Just,
Yeah.
Julie was talking to her about the two, I
Yeah, I
think
remember
Jennifer
Jen.
did steal something, just like Julie stole on the very first show, stole something from a store. I think
Yeah,
Jennifer stole.
it's starting to be cliche though. They
Yeah.
kind of need to stop doing that because I think
Yeah.
even JJ like broke into the Horton house. It's like, you didn't have to break into the house. You're Horton.
Yes, Sammy broke
Yeah.
into. I remember Sammy came on, broke into the
Yeah.
house, and
Tried to
Roman
break
was.
in.
Yeah, she tried to break in.
Yeah, Carrie stole a car.
At least juvenile delinquents. I don't know. Maybe it's me if I'm coming home and I was, I don't know, living with a relative somewhere else. My first thought isn't like, wow, I'm going to break into the house or steal something.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, and there was Jennifer and Frankie. There was Jennifer and Emilio until we got to Jennifer and Jack.
Yeah. I love Jennifer and Emilio.
I did. I prefer Jennifer and Frankie over Emilio.
I like Jennifer and Frankie too, when I saw them, but I came in at the end of that relationship.
Yeah. I never liked Emilio. I was totally for Emilio and death, to be honest with you.
I liked him.
I did not like him.
I even liked him with Eve.
I don't even remember that. Jack and
No,
Eve were kind
not
of
with
cute,
Eve.
though. They had some
Yeah.
nice chemistry.
Jack and Eve.
And it seemed like they were kind of like 2 of a kind. They kind of were for me. Oh, speaking of Black Sheep, Jeremy has a talk with Stephanie, and he said he has changed.
Yeah, right.
Like I said, the actor's very good. He's good at being charming, and he's good at taking the mask off and showing he's still a bit of a monster. But he's a teacher now, so that's crazy too.
God help those poor
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, so actually, I'm kind of like the promos for next week. Alex threatens Jeremy and tells him to basically stay away from Stephanie.
Good.
Okay. So yeah, so Chad does dump Kat this week, and I have to say the part that cracked me up that I couldn't take seriously was for some reason they decided to film Kat facing the camera while Chad's breaking up with her to the back of her. I didn't understand that. If it gets done, I mean, this is what he saw when he was breaking up with her.
Yep.
And I don't understand that. That was the stupidest camera angle I've ever seen. So I, I mean, like, why? I mean, I understand her being upset, but the camera, that was terrible.
Could they have filmed that scene on different days, like the actors?
It's possible that was out of sequence, but
Yeah.
I don't know. The camera angle didn't make any
Didn't
sense to me
notice
that she
that.
wasn't looking at his face and he was looking at the back of her head when he broke up with her.
Yeah.
I mean, I almost kind of felt bad for her, but do you guys think it was the right move for him to dump her because of Thomas?
Yeah, I
Because some people
guess. But
think,
then you can't let, yeah. But then again, I guess you got to, I don't know, let your kids know that it's like, yeah, you're there for them, but still, it's
You
your
gotta.
choice. They can't, yeah, it's a tough thing. Yeah. Even though I
And
don't
he
like Ken.
can't let Jennifer run his life.
Right. He still needs to. And like she said, she don't care why did it have to be her? She wants him to move on. She understands. It's not that she doesn't want him to be with anybody, but Abigail, just not the one that tried to, impersonate her daughter. That's her
right.
point. But yeah.
Yeah,
But the pickings are slim in Salem.
that's true.
He's either related to him or
Or they're
Yeah.
exes already. Yeah.
I know. They've been trying Chad with different people and just doesn't work. I don't know. Maybe they'll get back together when this new actor comes on that's going to play Chad.
maybe.
Maybe there'll be
Yeah.
more chemistry.
Yeah, I think his only successful pairing was with Kate Mancy's Abby, in my
Yes.
opinion. I mean, I know a lot of people
I
hate
agree.
I liked him
I
with
agree.
Miller. I liked him.
Yeah. So yeah, but I know some people liked him with Marcy Miller. I did not see any chemistry, and he didn't have any chemistry with Stephanie. Don't remember him
No, well,
chatting.
no.
I agree. I think he and Kate Mancy had the best. Although I don't know that he felt that way from an actor standpoint, but I think he was partial to Marcy from what I've gleaned. But I definitely liked the other. I liked Kate Mancy's Abigail better for that.
But that does not go on the actor because we know from being fans for 40 plus years, there's super couples out there that the actors hated each other, but they had amazing chemistry. They did their jobs.
Right. Right.
Like even
Yeah,
if you
you do
don't
hear
like,
that.
yeah. So even you sometimes it seems like too with the passage of time, some of these enemies kind of became friends after a while. You know what I mean? They
Mhm.
they grew up and kind of turned it around.
Yeah.
But it's your job. This is your job. You're getting paid. Shouldn't you try to at least fake chemistry with someone, even if you don't feel it? I mean, if you're a good actor, you can have chemistry with anybody, really.
With anybody. Yeah.
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 So, yeah. So it's honestly, I do blame Billy Flynn with this. I mean, this cat thing. I think this is bad storytelling. Period. And Anna Lynn's doing better as Cat. So, but yeah, and honestly, I don't think Chad gives a shit what Jennifer thinks at this point. I think he's concerned about Thomas.
Yeah. I do think they had Anna Lynn tone down some of
The
once they revealed
expressions.
that she was an analyst, an intelligence analyst, I noticed that they did change her mannerisms a little bit, like somewhat anyway. But yeah, she's not quite as big of a spaz.
Yeah, she's a little bit more serious. Speaking of that, she actually kind of felt bad for Gwen. She's basically spying on Gwen for Rave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like they could have had an actual friendship there. Maybe it will turn into a real.
Yeah.
So I kind of felt bad.
I do love her relationship with Felicity.
Yes.
I do
Yeah,
think
for sure.
That's very touching.
The other Devereaux, JJ, did not have a good week. So he tried to quit the force after his fight with Theo, and it brought back the whole shooting thing. And the same episode where they were honoring Melissa Reeves, JJ was going through it again with the shooting of Theo and his suicidal depression. It was so sad on that episode seeing that.
Yes.
They could have been his last phone call with his mom. So that was rough for me to watch, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Well, and I was glad the way he and Jada,
Yes.
their conversation, I was glad the way that was, because I was kind of pissed off that they were kind of like writing it seemed like he was a racist or something, and I'm like, we all agreed he's not a racist. So
Yeah.
it's like, I'm glad the way, and it coming from Jada, too, that she's the
Yeah.
commissioner
She said
and
he
she's
did
walking
nothing
through all
wrong.
this stuff, right? And she asked him good questions about what he did and what his motivations were and and considering he was stopping everybody that came through there
Yeah.
because there was a curfew out. So anyway, I was very pleased with that interaction because I was afraid they were going to screw that up.
Yeah, she did a
Yeah.
great job as a commissioner. She was mentoring him and
Yes.
supporting him. And I don't know why they're kind of not saying on the flashbacks was that it looked like Theo had a weapon on him. So that's why JJ shot him. It was, he figured it was either going to
Yeah,
be.
I couldn't remember what happened. Was Theo like robbing? Why was Theo there? Was he
He was
breaking in
breaking and
somewhere?
entering.
Okay.
Yes. His family put him up to it.
Okay.
The Demers put him up to it.
And he was working with Kate, wasn't he?
Yep, Kate was
was-
there too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I
Remember
just couldn't
they
remember
kind of
that
had
story.
they had a secret thing going. I don't remember what the motivation was. I don't remember what the story was,
Okay.
but I do remember that that Kate solicited his help or something as well, or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. So there was a lot going on. So yeah. And Theo being autistic too.
Yes.
Both times he kind of froze up when he was confronted with by
Right.
JJ. Yeah. So he
Oh.
was kind of acting suspicious because he just froze up.
Yeah.
It's a real thing that I've seen
Thing with autistic
concerns
people.
about that with being pulled over. That's scary anyway. And
Yeah.
then if you're on the spectrum like that or whatever, you might not behave like what the police are used to someone in that situation behaving
Yep.
like.
And he was told to turn around multiple times. And it's like, you feel for both of them because,
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because in the
Or all-
police's mind, he's thinking, well,
I'm
since
thinking
he's
what he
not
could have
following
said was, "Hey
commands,
JJ, it's Theo."
yeah.
right,
Like, why didn't
right.
Theo just say, "Hey JJ, it's me, Theo"?
But maybe he froze
Yeah.
up. Yeah, but yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Well, yeah, I think he did because what he was doing was reliving him getting shot. Of course, that's probably
Right.
what he did. Right. So, yeah, they kind of showed both sides of it, I guess.
Was there anything else this week that we missed? Be ready to declare a diva or a diva of the week?
Diva of the
I was
week.
thinking Holly. Well, I know Tate, but then Holly just boo-hoo and everything,
Yep.
they have to make it a big deal.
Although
It's a teenage thing.
I can kind of understand how freaked out she was when she goes over to Johnny and Chanel's and has no clue why
Well,
they
yeah,
called her
that's
over there.
kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
She couldn't
I
understand
mean,
what
she's
she did.
already emotional, thinks her life is, upside down because the man she loves, she thinks is cheating on her. And then she practically burns down the
do it.
school. All that. So I guess I looked at it as
Quit drinking.
overall her whole system.
Yep.
She was completely overloaded with, emotionally and everything. And so that could be a reaction to that. But yeah, Holly should have learned from New Year's
Yep.
2 years ago or a year
Right.
ago, whenever that was,
6 months coma
that
did not teach her.
Tate could have been
may
a
not be the best thing that
close
she should
second.
do.
Even Thomas could be a diva, I
Yep.
guess.
Well, I think
Yeah.
Holly
Those
just
are my three.
yeah, Holly screwed up, and I mean, yeah, I understand Sophia spiked her drink a little bit, but I mean,
She's wicked.
her having Gabby do her dry cleaning, and then she decides
Right.
to be that kills me. She left because well, I've had this experience, but I'm letting you guys know and anybody else listening, those little mini fire extinguishers you have in your house, they cause a lot of damage, even if it's a little
Yes.
tiny. Yeah. I think I spent an entire Super Bowl Sunday cleaning the first story of my house after my ex set the stove on fire.
My gosh.
That's, as my son said, that was the worst day of his life. Yeah.
Oh.
He was making wings in the oven, and it was a mess. It was bad. Yeah, he screwed it up really bad. But yeah, those fire extinguishers, yeah, they cause a lot of damage. It's a lot of cleaning, and I spent the entire day with cleaning the first story of the house.
Mm.
And she's
Man.
not happy with doing all of that and going through all their stuff and the dry cleaning. And then she declares, "Oh, yeah, I'm going to Paris."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be like, go.
He
Go.
should have been like, over my dead body till this place is clean. No, I'm just kidding.
For real, like, yeah, I mean, Holly didn't do anything, so to help out. So, yeah, to me, I'm kinda going with Holly for
Yeah.
Diva.
Okay. Yeah.
You guys agree with that? Alright. So next week, Tate does go to the airport, of course, and stops Holly from leaving, saying he's
Mhm.
not the father of the baby. So, and then, Abe, so there's a scene with Tony, Theo, and Gabby, and then Abby tells Theo he does not want him working at Demira. And Kat is in the
Wait,
secret.
Gabby tells
He said,
Theo?
no, she
Oh,
said
I'm sorry,
Abe.
Abe tells
Abe.
tells
Oh,
Theo.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can understand that.
yeah, I can understand that. He doesn't want
Haynes
him
never
in
wanted
that way.
him.
Yeah, and Kat is in the secret laboratory, which still has a giant hole in the wall, and she's taking pictures of the lab. Yeah, so that's what we got to look forward to for next week.
Oh.
Anybody else have any spoilers or anything else coming up?
Not that I
No.
know of.
Alrighty, so that's it. Then please, like you said, everybody, please like, subscribe, follow, rate us, give us 5 stars on Spotify, whatever you could do, YouTube, iTunes, Apple, any other podcasts out there you're listening to us on. We really appreciate it. All right. Well, thank you, ladies.
All right.
All right. Good
Take
night.
care,
Hey.
everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.